Hello and welcome to another First Look video from Killer Off-Road Hobbies. This is Gary, and today we have the Turnigy 1/10 scale Buggy. Now this Buggy comes brushless with a 3300 kV motor that's buried down in there, connected to the slipper clutch. These really nice all-terrain tires that I've had a good experience with. The nice shiny brand new body. There's another look at those tires. I really like this front push bumper. It is very reminiscent of a sand rail. Underneath, you're going to find this all plastic interlocking chassis that has a very spacious battery tray on the inside. Let's get to it.
Oh, hey, Killer Off-Road Hobbies fans, what's up? How's it going, guys? So, we got another first look video here for you guys. Today we're going to be taking a first look at the Turnigy 1/10 scale Buggy. Yeah, that's pretty much all it's called. Alright, we're leaving that alone for a second. This comes for about 150 bucks, not ready to run, almost ready to run. That's right, that's what it says right here. Actually, it doesn't. Sorry, I'm being kind of a goofball today. Let's get serious. This is serious stuff here. Okay, so this, like I said, this is the 1/10 scale, two-wheel drive, brushless, Turnigy Buggy. Almost ready to run. Came with everything except for transmitter and receiver. You do get this nice little sticker sheet here if stickers are your gig, and you get a pretty decent looking owner's manual, though I have not opened it, but I'm guessing it's the same as the Trooper, which the Trooper has a really good manual, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume this one has a decent manual as well, along with this really long antenna tube. That's cool. Alright guys, so here she is in all of her glory. I went ahead and got this because I have had a ton of fun with the Trooper. I'm continuing to have a ton of fun with the Trooper. And I saw this thing and I'm like, well, it looks pretty cool. The specs are okay on it, so I want to try it out. So I went ahead and got it. Now I can tell you right out of the gate, it has a slipper clutch, it has a 3650 kV motor, and this one right here came with the upgraded 60 amp ESC with 85 amp bursts. First impression of the Buggy is I think it looks cool. I really do. I do like the color scheme on this a lot more than I liked it on the Trooper. There is one thing I have already found that I don't like about this thing, but we'll get into that in a second. It is typical H-arms on the bottom, and your camber links and your steering links are adjustable in the front. Same goes in the rear. You have metal dog bone drive shafts and adjustable camber links up top in the rear. You've got plastic bodied, threaded shocks front and rear. They do look to be the same exact shocks, front and rear. The rear feels a little over dampened and the front feels a little bit springy, but they are adjustable. This is just the out of the box setup right here. Looks to me like you have 3 positions on this back shock tower to adjust your shock, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the A-arm. In the rear, the front bottom is 3. You have 3 positions, but not adjustable at the top. It comes with the same tires as the Turnigy Trooper, which are, in my experience, really good tires. They have a really good feel to them. They're nice and soft, but not too soft. And they do really well on the Trooper in all-around performance, but the Trooper is 4-wheel drive, so we'll have to see how it does in this 2-wheel drive Buggy. Now, It does have metal dog bones. Like I said, it does have a slipper clutch, and it's got a 60 amp ESC. Now, it's all plastic chassis, really nice interlock design, as you guys can see, with the two kind of like outskirt things bolted to the main chassis piece. Yeah, that all of it's plastic. Everything's plastic on this. It is Phillips head hardware. Everything I've seen so far. So I'm going to guess that's going to carry under to when we get underneath the hood. Now this is the part I don't like, and that's why I have these funky looking zip ties on here. When I opened this thing initially, just to make sure everything was here and was good, it is difficult to get these body clips off without these handy dandy little zip tie things, and they're pretty difficult to get back on. Now you pop this out and you pop these out, and hopefully sometime this year we can open it up. Get under there. There we go. Almost there. Almost there. There. Oh. There it is. Okay. So yes, that is the one thing I don't like about this buggy as of right now, is that it is kind of difficult to open the hatch. But as you can see, once the hatch is open, you can lean it there and just kind of do your thing, or you can lean it all the way back just to have access to everything you want. Now, the ESC, like I said, this thing came almost ready to run. I already wired it up with a receiver, and the ESC sits on top of the battery hold down. I'm not sure if I like that. I don't think it'll be a problem, but you know, it could be somewhere down the road. Now this thing is 2 or 3S capable, and it looks plenty generous to stick a standard size 2 or 3S pack in here. It's actually got this little thing, but the battery tray goes from here to here, so it's, you know, it's pretty long. Should take a standard 2 or 3S pack, no problem. Now, all the other stuff in here is just relatively open. There's not much at all. I'll give you guys a closer look. Not much at all to the chassis. It's just a piece of plastic. It does run a standard size servo, although there are no specs, and I couldn't find any specs on it, but it does have a servo saver, and the servo is right there. I'm guessing just by looking at it, it would be hard to get the servo out of there, and the way they have it set up is kind of wonky. It's like up, over, down, over. So, you know, it's a little bit different, but hey, you know, that's what we want on this channel. We want a little bit different. All in all, I think I have high hopes for this buggy right now. I think it's going to be a decent little car. We'll have to see about the 2-wheel drive. If it gets decent traction, I know 2-wheel drive, you know, plus power equals poor traction. But we'll see how this buggy does. You know, I'm gonna adjust the shocks, you know, to get a little less dampened in the front and a little less spring, or a little less dampened in the front. Let's do that again. A little less dampened in the rear and a little less springy in the front. Now it does feel like it has different shock oil. The rear feels nice and thick, while the front feels like it doesn't have any almost. But I'm going to go ahead and crank this up and see if we can't just kind of adjust a little bit of that springiness out right now. Going almost to the top. Oh yeah, that is much better. Wow. Yeah, that's about it. Depending on the battery, how the weight's, you know, how the weight is and everything. If the weight's nice and centered, I think that's going to work very well. We'll give it a couple cranks if the weight tends to go towards the front a little bit. But the weight distribution of this, all the weight's in the rear, so hopefully the battery lets a little bit of it be towards the front. Now here is another part of what I already don't like about this buggy, is trying to get this thing back closed without ruining anything. And get those hooked on there. I'm doing this just to show you guys, you know, kind of what to expect if you get this thing. But all in all, I will say right now that I think this is going to be a decent little buggy. It might not be super fast, but I do think people have raced this thing before. Kind of a bold move if you ask me, but then again, I have not driven it yet. But I hope you guys like this video. There we go. Thank you guys for sticking with me, and I really appreciate, you know, all the comments I'm getting, all the positive things that people saying. You know, I really appreciate you guys, my subscribers, the people that watch my videos. You guys, it means a ton to me. It really does, and I try and do everything I can to show you that. You know, I'm gonna say some things some people don't like. I'm gonna have videos that some people don't like, or, you know, this or that or the other. But all in all, I just want this channel to be friendly for everybody. That's why there's no cussing on my channel and stuff. I want it to be kid and adult friendly alike. You know, I'm gonna be brutally honest about RCs. That's just how I am, and hopefully you guys can see right now, even if somebody was to give me an RC and, you know, they're like, hey, we're gonna give you this to review, I'm not gonna give it a good review just because they gave it to me. You know, I'm actually probably gonna be a little bit more tedious on it, because, you know, they're probably looking for sale pitches or whatever. But that's not to say I'm gonna be hardcore on anything. It's just to say I'm gonna shoot you guys straight. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You know, good, bad, or ugly, I'm going to let you guys know what I really think of the RC, and if I do really think it's worth your hard-earned money as well as the money I spent on it. So, once again, Killer Off-Road Hobbies, like, subscribe, thumbs up if you like this video. Go ahead and hit the thumbs down if you didn't, and stay tuned because we got a lot more coming. I'm going to have a video coming up really soon and tell you guys what's in store in the next couple months. It is still raining, and I'm sorry about all these videos without getting bash videos in there, but it is raining here right now. So that's the first look at the Turnigy Buggy 110 scale 2-wheel drive. Killer Off-Road Hobbies, guys. Peace.